You've heard of the Montgomery Bus Boycott, but what about the Safe Bus Company? The Safe Bus Company was a black-owned bus company that operated in Winston-Salem, North Carolina from 1926 to 1972. The company was established to provide transportation to the city's underserved black neighborhoods. Of course, during Jim Crow and segregation, bus routes in Winston-Salem that brought workers to the city's major employers didn't extend that into black neighborhoods. So black people would have to take long walks to the main routes or trolley lines. This was hard, especially in the wintertime. It's cold. Well, Safe Bus helped out with that. A group of black men pooled their life savings and founded their own organized transit system where blacks didn't have to sit at the back of the bus. Plus, bus stops were strategically located by black businesses and schools and towns, giving access to places that were vital to black residents' way of life. Safe Bus prospered during this time and even survived the Great Depression that followed. By 1935, more than 80 people were employed at Safe Bus, 8,000 passengers were transported daily, and drivers had an annual payroll of $65,000. By the time Rosa Parks came along, Safe Bus had been in operation for nearly 30 years. Imagine boycotting to sit on a segregated bus when Safe Bus was the largest black-owned transportation company in the world. Safe Bus ran until 1972 when the company started taking on other routes within the city after integration. Cassandra Green Miller, the daughter of Safe Bus president Buster Green, said, quote, "Many people say that segregation gave birth to Safe Bus and that integration ended it." Since this is also the anniversary of the boycott, we have to give credit to Georgia Gilmore for secretly feeding and funding the movement. Y'all know I like to look for people who are not in your history books, and she deserves more credit. The boycott didn't just run on fumes. They needed money too, and many women worked tirelessly as chefs, using money from food sales to pay for gas and car maintenance. As for Georgia, she sold fried chicken sandwiches and other food to the men and women who gathered and pledged not to use the buses. She organized black women to sell pound cakes and sweet potato pies, fried fish, and stewed greens. I mean, look at them mama arms. Her food was good. I know it was. And they sold this at beauty salons and cab stands. Women like Gilmore opened their homes to visiting activists and drove others to work. And they sold pies and cakes to white customers who had no idea their money was helping fund the boycott. This money helped pay for the insurance on the cars, gas, wagons, and vehicle repairs that kept the carpool system going. Georgia called the group of women who worked with her the Club from Nowhere because, as her sister said years later, it was like, where did this money come from? It came from nowhere. Nowhere's name was Georgia.